set out on an easy recovery run, about 60 minutes, and I figured this would be a good time to chat and reflect on, I guess, the 100-miler, because it's been about 4 months, I think, since working Cascades, and it's given me a lot of time to think about what happened, what I could have done better, and where I went wrong. First thing is, I did not charge my watch, like, at all, and in the video you hear Peter say her watch died, and it died at mile 90, which is so frustrating because I honestly have put my watch on like run mode versus trail because I figured it would use less battery, and Garmin had touted that it lasts for like 40 something hours or something like that in GPS mode, which is a lie because it died at 27, but I had to make do with my phone and turn Strava on that. And you know, the funny thing is that I literally brought my old Garmin with me for if it died, I could just pop the old one on, and in my sleepy deprived state, I totally forgot to do that. The second thing that I think that I did wrong was changing my shoes at the last aid station before the finish. I noticed that I was starting to have a lot of pain underneath both of my big toenails. That's because I had two disgusting blisters, and I had wanted to change my shoes. My feet were already so swollen, and this wasn't featured in the video because they decided not to film it, probably out of respect for me, because as my crew was trying to shove my feet into my shoes, it was like the most horrifying pain. Like, I was like screaming my head off, and it sounded like I was being tortured, which I was. So another thing that I did not account for was having to do my business in the woods. So I had like stuff on me, like toilet paper and all that fun stuff, but I think what would have been more helpful is if I had one of the MacLeods, which is basically like an antimicrobial cloth used for doing number one. But for number two, I know that there's the portable bidet, which I considered ordering before the race, and I didn't, and I regret that. So something to keep in mind for next time. Another thing number 4 that I didn't do that well. Well, I was pretty okay for the most part, was like nutrition, because I mentioned a couple times that I felt behind on calories, and part of it is because like I got so in the zone with like moving, I wasn't keeping track of time and wasn't keeping track of what I had to eat. So I know one of my trail sisters, during her training runs, she would set like a timer on her watch to remind her when to eat. So I should have done that. So I think the 5th thing that I regret, or I wish I did better, was having my music. So I had my aftershocks with me. I turned them on around like mile 20, only because the trails were open for everyone. So they wanted us to be lit for the mountain bikers, which is fair. But I realized that like, I think when I picked up Peter, I was getting so tired. I was like, dude, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to plug in my music. And so like, it was great having the music. And then of course my headphones died, and the backup that I had, I forgot to charge them, and I forgot them. Not having that music through the night was pretty hard. So the next time, maybe just have my stuff on me, so I'm ready to go for any situation. And look, it's my old hospital that I used to work at. Point 6 I regret was spending too long at the aid stations, because it was just such a nice little mental checkpoint to get to each aid station, but I just took my sweet time. I wanted to enjoy the food, enjoy the company, before kind of like mentally stealing myself to get to the next aid station. That's another thing that I will do better next time, is not to stay too long at the aid station. Just finished my run. Total slog fest today. My legs are pretty tired. Also my Arahis are not exactly the best for trying to like go fast or anything. Taking it easy today. Oh, my quads. Okay. Say like the last things I sort of regret, or like I wish I did better for Oregon Cascades. I think one of the biggest things is like not pushing more at the end because I still had, you know, gas left in the tank, but I was just so ready to be done with that race. I pretty much walked the last like 7 miles, no, 6 miles ish. But Melissa, her and her husband Eugene came out of nowhere behind me, and seeing her kind of like power through was just like super inspiring. And I'm just like, gosh darn it, if she's running, I might as well run too. So I really tried to put the pedal down like as much as I could. And as you saw like in the film, like I was really kind of running towards the end, you know. I was kind of slogging and my form was absolute garbage and my feet were very loud and my stats were loud, but you know, I am proud that I kind of came in strong. Another thing that I wish that I had kind of strategized more was probably the lighting, because so my headlamp worked out fine actually. I think I just had it at the brightest setting and kind of died faster than I wanted it to, and I'm glad that I packed the backup in my pack because I ended up using that too. The waist lamp that I used, it was supposed to go in the flip belt that I owned, and my weight has changed. It fit differently around my hips. It made it hard for me to like tuck my jacket underneath it so I could actually like use my waist lamp. Something else for next time. And then I think honestly, like one of the things that I wish I did more was stretch, which sounds so silly. It stretched like a little bit towards the end because my hip flexors were just like really toasted from all like the sagittal movement, which is like front to back. There's not a lot of lateral, you know, side to side. So doing those stretches like towards the end helped. And I was like, man, I wish I should have done that earlier. That's just like 10 things that I wish I did better with organ cascades. I'm sure there's more. But it was like a nice little reflection on the race. That's pretty much it for the video. Thank you all for watching, and if you have any questions about running a 100-mile race, just drop them down below. I'll answer them. And anyway, I love you all. See you on the next one. Bye!